fact, more information. Now moving on, in fact, at this point of time, the details that we are tracking about this terror module that has been busted. Now, Bangladeshi police has also arrested one person for vandalizing the Hindu idols in the Shakauri area. The person is identified as 37-year-old man named Azarhul, who will be produced before the court today. According to the police, the miscreants vandalized the heads of the two idols of under construction temple. Meanwhile, the MEA and the MOS, Kirti Vardhan, has told the House yesterday that the number of attacks that have been now put forward in Bangladesh against the Hindus and security of the Indian minorities are 2,200 cases of violence against Hindus and other minorities in Bangladesh were reported till the 8th of this month, and 112 separate cases were reported till October this year. While in other countries like Pakistan and all, the minority attacks have been reported as nil. So this is put in focus and complete emphasis on what's leading to a complete consistent rise in attacks against minorities. Well, joining me live on the broadcast is my colleague Renik Ditta on the broadcast. Renik, what is this entire matter in which the man identified as Azarhul, 37-year-old, is going to be produced in the Bangladesh court, and why was this in fact the intent to vandalize the temples and the two different idols? Where did this come from? What is the probe? What is the police saying?
देखिए, बांग्लादेश में लगातार 3 दिन में बांग्लादेश का 3 जिला से जो हिंदू मंदिर है उस मंदिर को तोड़फोड़ करने का घटना सामने आया था। 3 मंदिर का 8 मूर्ति को तोड़ा गया था और उसी मामले पर बांग्लादेश पुलिस की तरफ से जो कार्रवाई शुरू किया गया था। और कार्रवाई में भी अभी शकाuri जिला में जो मंदिर तोड़ा गया था, जो मंदिर का 2 मूर्ति को तोड़ा गया था, अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन जो मंदिर था, उस मंदिर के जो तोड़फोड़ का घटना, उस घटना में अजहरुल नाम करके एक बंदे को गिरफ्तार किया गया है। पुलिस की तरफ से कहा जा रहा है कि ये जो अजहरुल, यह छात्र लीडर है और छात्र संगठन के साथ भी इनका कनेक्शन मिला है। और ये अजहरुल 37 इयर्स का एज का ये अजहरुल, इसको आज कोर्ट में पेश किया जाएगा। और इस अजहरुल के साथ और कौन कौन शामिल था, ये ढूंढने का काम भी अभी बांग्लादेश पुलिस की तरफ से किया जा रहा है। जो प्राइमरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन है, उस प्राइमरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में पुलिस को मालूम पड़ा है कि हालुआ पुलिस स्टेशन के अंडर में जो सुखिया जो एरिया है, उस एरिया में जो अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन मंदिर था, उस मंदिर में तोड़फोड़ घटने के पीछे ये अजहरुल का डायरेक्टली कनेक्शन था। ये अजहरुल के साथ और भी लोग शामिल थे। अजहरुल और भी लोग शामिल मिलकर रात के अंधेरे में ये मंदिर के ऊपर हमले किए थे। मंदिर को तोड़फोड़ किया गया था। मंदिर का जो 2 मूर्ति, उस मूर्ति को तोड़फोड़ किया गया था। मूर्ति को तोड़फोड़ करके फेंक दिया गया था और मंदिर में भी लूट-फूट मचाने का कोशिश किया गया था। एरिया में जो शांति श्रृंखला बजाय था, उसको नष्ट करने का कोशिश भी ये अजहरुल की तरफ से किया गया था। सिर्फ अजहरुल नहीं, अजहरुल के साथ और भी लोग इसमें शामिल हो सकता है और उसका ढूंढने का काम भी अभी पुलिस की तरफ से किया जा रहा है। मगर ये जो पूरा घटना, हिंदुओं के ऊपर जो हमले का घटना लगातार बांग्लादेश में चल रहा है, इसी सिचुएशन में बांग्लादेश पुलिस की तरफ से जो कार्रवाई किया जा रहा है, उसका ही नतीजा पर ये अजहरुल को गिरफ्तार करना बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। क्योंकि जिस तरीके से मंदिरों के ऊपर हमले का घटना लगातार सामने आ रहा है, 3 दिन में 2 मंदिर में 8 मूर्ति को तोड़ा गया है, इस तरीके का घटना जब बांग्लादेश से सामने आ रहा है, उसी सिचुएशन में जो लोग इसमें शामिल है, इसको अरेस्ट करना और इसके खिलाफ में कार्रवाई करना बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। ये शांति श्रृंखला बजाय रखने के लिए और सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल में ले आने के लिए। और अजहरुल को आज कोर्ट में पेश किया जाएगा। अजहरुल के अलावा और कौन कौन शामिल था, वो ढूंढने का कोशिश भी अभी बांग्लादेश पुलिस की तरफ से किया जा रहा है।
All right, Renik, thank you for adding these details. Now joining me live on the broadcast, in fact, is also my guest Sanjeev Shrivastava, international affairs expert. So very good morning. Appreciate your presence here on the broadcast. While the winter session of the parliament in the final week concluded with a little bit of a drama, but at the same time, you know, this has the issue come to the fore of the repeated consistent increase of attacks against Hindus and minorities, other minorities in Bangladesh. While this matter was also well presented in the House of the Parliament by Kirti Vardhan, the MOS MEA, there were reportage of the increase in the attacks already, but we have the numbers straight up. Till the 8th of this month, there are 2,200 registered cases of attacks on Hindus, and now temple has been vandalized. These are the recent cases that we are actually tracking in the view of what's happening in Bangladesh. In your opinion, what can be done in an effort to understand that what is in fact the source of these activities, and how can the Indian government at this point of time make a way to prevent this large scale massive attack that has been mounted on the minorities in Bangladesh, to at least reduce, or at least in an effort to safeguard and security of Hindus?
Well, Simran, first of all, a very good morning to you. Good morning to all the viewers. Simran, in Bangladesh, such incidents are continuously happening. And it is imperative that Bangladeshi authorities, the interim government of Bangladesh, led by Mohammad Yunus, should take and must take hard actions against such miscreants, so those who are having obviously extremist and terror mindset. And this kind of people are obviously radical Islamist, extremist elements in Bangladeshi society, and they are causing a great harm to the communal harmony of Bangladesh through this kind of acts of vandalism and violence against Hindu community, against Hindu temples. And they have caused enormous disruptions in Bangladeshi societies in recent time. And whatever has happened with Sheikh Hasina government, she had to resign, and she had to leave the country even. And after that, what followed, we all know. And as our minister in the parliament, Minister of State for External Affairs, has said that a large number of incidents, around about 2,200 such incidents have been reported. And that's why India has been insisting upon the interim government of Bangladesh that they must take proactive, hard steps against those elements. But Bangladeshi administration had failed to do so. But we have seen that when our Foreign Secretary, Sri Vikram Misri, visited Bangladesh, and next day Bangladeshi authorities, they came up with a figure that they have arrested about 70 people and they have registered 88 cases. But in my assessment, Simran, this kind of actions are not enough, and much more is required to be done to prevent such actions and acts of vandalism and violence. And Bangladeshi authorities must take hard actions. They must take strict actions against those elements. And that is what India has been insisting upon. Because only registering few cases and arresting few people are not going to be enough. But a good thing is that another person has been arrested, and Bangladeshi authorities must be proactive to arrest such more elements in Bangladeshi society. So I think some actions are being taken certainly from Bangladeshi administration, and interim government of Bangladesh is doing and taking some action, but those actions are not enough. They need to be more proactive, and more hard actions are required against such elements, and that is what is our expectation that they will do in times ahead. But if Bangladeshi authorities, the interim government of Bangladesh, take hard actions against them, I think that will be the best beneficiary of such actions will be the Bangladeshi democracy, Bangladeshi people, Bangladeshi society, which is quite destabilized at this point of time, and it has become a matter of concern for the international community too. So I think Bangladeshi must take such action, and that is what is.
All
India
right.
has been advising them, suggesting them.
Well, mostly. In fact, thank you, Sanjeev Srivastav, our esteemed international affairs expert, for joining us live. Now, viewers, that was all the news of the nation. And